Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Titans issue number 33. Man, I hope you guys are buckled into your chairs because this one, there's a little talking in here for the most. There's actually a lot of talking, but take advantage of those rest times, man, because this is just boom, like steam train, locomotion, dude. All right, this is Into the Bleed Part 1, so yes, there's supposed to be a jumping on point. No, I'm going to say this is not a jumping on point. No, it's a new arc, I guess, because they're in a new place. But now you got to have read the arc that came before this. This is not a good jumping on point. All right, so Dan Abnett is the writer. Bruno Redondo is the artist. Hi-Fi does the colors. Dave Sharp on letters. And the cover is by Miko Shayan and Blonde. And the variant cover by Tyler Kirkman and Arif Prianto. I'm trying on these. Anyway, so this is... I don't know why I found it a little bit insulting. They said, wow, this is really Peter Jackson. No, it's really J.R.R. Tolkien. Don't. All right? Just don't. Maybe they're just talking about the graphics and the environment more than the book and the original material more than anything else. Whatever. I'm okay with it. Like I'm feigning being insulted, you know? So Donna Troy in a leadership position here. At the very least, tactical leadership. Oh my God, second to none. Second to none. She went in this and she led this team and it was freaking amazing. And dude, Titans together indeed. She came out as a pure badass beginning to end. I saw no weakness on her part and I have zero problem with that. Damn it, she is freaking awesome in this. And she's giving a high five, excuse me, to Kyle Rayner afterwards. Like, dude, just no, way too awesome. Steele got a little butthurt at one point. Hey, I'm a big gun too. Come on, man. Big guns don't need to say they're big guns. The commentary in here, the Lord of the Rings commentary, I really did like this. They got this one character in here who's this H.E. Hinton, I guess his name is. H.Z. I don't remember what his name is. Not really the most important thing in the world. He's this guy. And of course, he didn't write The Outsiders. Instead, he wrote The Prince of Unearth and a couple of the Unearthed books. What do you call it? So he's in this world, and the bad guys, the people who actually captured Raven's soul, this is the reason why the Titans are in there in the first place, is trying to keep the creator happy. Now, I don't know what happens if the creator is killed. It might just very well be the end of everything. I don't know, because everything's in the book. It might be that nothing else can be created, that the land, the Unearth, will actually become stagnant. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm digging the idea that, I can't remember his name now. Anyway, that one kid, Ben Rubik, I think his name is. Anyway, the guy who's back at home guiding the Titans by reading the books, by skimming over the books. Dude, gonna need to see some cliff notes on that. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you need to read a whole lot faster if they're in the middle of a freaking battle. I have a hard enough time finding people's names in comic books. I can't imagine going through an entire freaking novel or three just to try and find out, well, this tribe, the way that you beat them is this way. Come on, man. Everybody gets destroyed by miniature nukes. So, and you got a Green Lantern there. I'm just saying. He can make it without without radiation. But the what is her name now? Mother Blood? Wait, Brother Blood, Sister Blood. Sister Blood is in this. And I dig her. Like, she's such a mystery until she actually reveals herself. Literally, I'm just looking like, who is she? Who is she? I wonder what we're going to find out. And I turn the page, it's like, oh, it's Sister Blood. Sweet. So, like, I wasn't disappointed at all in this. But I love that the creator is actually curious as to who she is. Like, she comes from here, but she's not actually from here. I didn't create her. She's such a mystery. You got a crush, brah. Just admit it. Admit it. And she's a hottie, so I get it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just be honest with yourself, all right? You can't be honest with other people. Be honest with yourself. At least stay true to thyself. I wish there was more Lord of the Rings commentary in here. There was plenty, especially the whole one does not just... What the hell was it? Are they going to say it? Am I going to find it? Yeah, here we go. But, one does not simply walk into Mournhold. Man, I love that. I love that. That's what we need more of. If they're going to be in this world as basically a simulation of Lord of the Rings, I need more Lord of the Rings commentary. I need somebody to be flying through on giant eagles. That's what I need to see, all right? And you got a Green Lantern. Once again, you got a Green Lantern there, so that can happen. The end of this book, I guess we could have maybe expected that to happen, but when you see somebody in chains, you're not thinking they're going to turn around and lead an army. So it was a genuinely pleasant surprise to see that, to see the face-off, so to speak. And yes, I'm making reference to a certain John Travolta and Nick Cage movie. Man, that was cool. Like, now I can't wait for the next episode, the next issue. And yes, it does kind of feel like an episode. I can't wait for the next issue at this point because, like, this face-off, I know what I'm expecting to the final result to be, but this is Dan Abnett. And Dan Abnett is one of those guys who, sorry to make this comparison, some people, a little bit too religious, who get butthurt at things, but every time that you make a plan or you have an idea, Dan Abnett laughs. And that's just the way that I look at this. Titans, it feels like every issue is getting better than the one previous. That's a hard thing to do, but it's not done in such a way that it's stacking, because then of course something's got to fall eventually, right? Nah, this is different. It's like this is good because of this. This is good because of this. This is good because it's like they're different tiers. But there's definitely a greater than element. So I'm digging that. Each issue feels different than the one previous, so it can feel better because it's a positive change. If anybody can, Dan Abnett can. But if he can keep on doing this, man, I genuinely see this as being one of the best reads that we can get out of DC Comics. That's a weird thing to say, especially since, several issues ago, I was just like, no, I don't think I could read this because I just don't understand these characters. All of a sudden, I don't care. I'm enjoying learning about them, some of these guys as I'm going on. Anyway, guys, do you think I'm recommending this comic book? That's on you. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.